Right, good afternoon. This is early October. We are fishing at Aldeby fisheries again. This is the 2021 first time this year. It is now coming to 10 to 1. I've got two rods out. The rigs I'm using is just one is a straightforward bottom bait, and one is a pop-up, not pop-up, what do you call it, a wafter on a little D rig. One left hand side then as normal, and one just out, no, I'll show a bit more a bit later on. I've only been here about half an hour. The sun is out, the rain has finally stopped. I've yet to get my bivvy up, which I'm going to shelter up, which I'm going to do now. And yeah, we're fishing. Two rods are out, baited up, ready to rock and roll. So I'll get myself a bit more organised, and then we'll catch up a bit later. Right, let's get myself up. Well, it's now 2:30. Pretty much, camp is all pretty much set up. Nothing too much to report at the moment, obviously, because some of the two rods are out there. The wind is, the clouds are going that way, but I think the wind is actually hitting them trees, sort of bringing it around, so just bring the breeze over here a bit, which is actually quite nice, to be honest. So it's not a cold breeze, it's not a warm breeze, it's a comfortable one. So yeah, back at Aldeby, the first time this year. Like I said earlier, we're sort of coming to early October. See if we can cure this 2-session blink I've had out here. This is got krill wafter pop up on, krill wafter on, sorry, and I also have a bloodworm straight on the bottom bait. Give it a whirl for a little while, and if I don't get enough by tonight or by tomorrow, I'll stick a manila on and go back to how I did before. So I think I had a white bait on, snowman rig style, if I remember correctly. And yeah, we'll just sort of go from that really. So at the minute, right, we have a little bit of, we've got a little bit of rain coming in. I think it's going to be like this most of the afternoon, a bit showery, because it's been trying to rain for the last half an hour or so. Had a few heavy spots earlier, but nothing, and it's sort of stopped. Now we've got a little bit of showery, so I've got a funny feeling that this is how it's going to be most of the afternoon. However, I am prepared. I've got my waterproofs with me just in case. Sort of like you do the American Express, never leave home without it. So yeah, it's just a case of see how things pan out at the minute. Apart from that, wind is blowing, the clouds are going that way, but I think it's hitting them trees and rebounding back, so you're getting like a little breeze coming towards us. It's like a swell sort of thing, you know, sometimes you get a strong gust, sometimes you get, well, sometimes you get anything, to be honest with you, but the clouds are shifting, so I'm not too sure which way the wind is blowing, but I will just check that out in a minute, and we'll go from that. So, well, that's a bit of activity for the right hand rod. I have no idea what was going on. I was just sorting out another rig to change a bait from the left hand rod, this is, and it just went a bit mental, and sort of forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, so whether something small picked up, what, I don't have no idea, or something close hitting my line and giving me like a liner bite. So I'll give that another little bit longer. The left hand rod, I'm sort of bring it in, change it over to a snowman rig. So basically we've got rigs very simple. Ghost, a soft ghost, anti-tangle sleeve, trigger hammer hook, because I like going for the slidey effect, 16mm boilie, manila boilie, and a 12mm yellow ones in the manila as well. I've got a booster spray, so I'm going to give it a bit of a boost. I'm going to stick it down the left hand side, and I'm going to put probably about a good kilo of boilies around it. I've got some white mixtures in there, so all kind of everything. So I'm going to go for one on the savoury and one on the sweet. So I'll go and do that right now, and we'll get back and I'll show you the mix in a minute. Right, what I've got in here, I've got beaten nana, blackjack, orange crush from Nash, I think there's some supreme cream, citrus from Munch. That's just what I had left over, and I just lobbed them all in there. So you've got a bit of white in there, a bit of dark and a bit of colour, only just visualisation for the white. So I'm going to chuck that in. I said a bit of tiger nut, what's it called from Dynamite Baits, the tiger nut slime thing, I think what they call it now, and something else I can't remember putting in there, it's been a while. So that's all in there, and I'm going to put about a kilo of that out there, just so I can put some attraction out there. Spin you around, give you a bit of a headache. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to check left hand side there, just see if there's a combination between a savoury bait towards a sweet bait. I think sweet baits I've done right before. This is the second time I used savoury. I think the first time was last year when I was there for the New Year's. Didn't do very well on it. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to get the pump that in, a few more pellets out as well. And we'll see what happens. Right, same rig as I did before. The only difference is I just put snowman on it. 15mm krill, 12mm krill. That's sticky bait krill. So I'm going to give it a whirl. Hopefully that'll sit just above it. If I can just get that like that. Well, above it, you've seen it before. So I'm going to just give that a whirl. Put what little bit low on krill. If I run out of krill, I'll just use my bloodworm. Run out of that, I haven't got a clue. So I'm going to give that a whirl and see what happens. So I'll just lob it out there, and we'll go from that. Right, all rods and they've been baited up. They're in position before. The right hand one, I clipped up one up to make sure that goes in the same spot, so we'll have that little bit of activity, should we say. Cleaned up the last mackerel. I had less than I thought. So that is it for the krill, so I'll have to go on the bloodworm. See how we get on with that. I may even, no I can't do that. Oh yeah I can. I can put a bloodworm on 16mm, and I can put a krill pop up on if I want to give it a bit of a variety of a choice. Pinged out some pellets as well, so we are now baited up for the rest of the evening. I ain't going to touch my rod at all until I either have a fish on or tomorrow morning, probably about 10 o'clock time. It's now coming up to 10 to 5, finishing my capper. And I'm going to have my tea, and I'm going to have a nice 2 sausages in a lovely fresh roll. And of course with cheese. Gotta have cheese in it, come on. Right, surprise surprise, it's raining again. Right, it's now coming up to 6:15. The rain has sort of been heavyish, light, heavyish, light. I say heavyish, not like a heavy downpour, just a bit heavy in what it is now, but yeah, it's still raining, so it's probably going to be like this most of the night, if not on and off and so forth down the line. However, I have just seen a big fish. Get past that pole a bit. Hang on, let's get in a better position. Okay. Where are we? About there-ish. In the middle. A little further out. Big fish. Probably about between 15 and 20 pounds. So it's a big lump. Hopefully he's going towards that middle my right hand rod, and just waiting for it to rip off, but I how much doubt it will. However, what I'll do now, I'll call it a night, because it won't be long before it starts to get dark anyway. And yeah, I don't get to see her throughout the night, or catch up in the morning. Hopefully this rain will stop. Never mind, that's how it is. Right, on that note, I will speak to you later or morning. Right, well, we have one. Probably about £8, £9, something like that. Off the krill, right hand rod in the middle. So there's a blank saver. It's about 2:30, 2:45 I think it is. Yeah, how about that then? Oh. Whew, the blank is over, the pressure's off. Right, let's get her back, because found that. Didn't fight very hard. Right, let's get her back, shall we? The blank is over. Well, how about that then? So, about 2:30. So I've got to keep the noise down because I've got 2 other anglers over there. About 2:30. It's on the krill. It's on the snowman rig. So it's a 16mm pop up, 16mm bottom bait, and a 12mm pop up on that D rig style. That's on the right hand rod further in between the groove and the water fountain thing area. So it's not bad going, is it? So the blank is now over. It is now 3:30. We did actually have almost a full moon as well, but it's surprising how bright that is out there. You can't actually see it on the camera, but for me you can see pretty much everything, which is pretty good. Normally I'd have a cup of coffee, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go back to bed. Alright, so on that note then, we'll leave it there. Blank is over. I said last video I'll have a fish, but I didn't say how big. Right, okay. Back to bed. That's a bigger fish. That's been down all night. Right, well, as you can see, we've still got the rain here. Oh, by the way, it's morning. Start again, shall we? Good morning. It is Tuesday. It is now 9:20, and as you can see, we still have a little bit of rain. This morning, about 6 o'clock time-ish, give or take, it did rain. Then it got consistently heavy, and then it sort of eased off, and it's just sort of been how it is at the minute. Fish have been showing, so that isn't a bad thing. And I've just seen some bubbles fizz out just about there-ish, I think it was. You might have just seen them, I don't know. But apart from that, it went all quiet. And the fish last night, didn't tell you, I don't think I can remember if I told you what size it was. It was probably about £10, between 8, 10-ish pound. I'll probably go on the double figure, in the £10 mark, simply because it didn't feel too light and they had a bit of a belly on it. So I would probably say it's probably about £10, maybe a little bit more. I didn't bother weighing it. That's just a guess, an approximation. 2 minutes after that, as I was just rebaiting up the other rod I brought in, the left rod had a bit of a mental frenzy, and I thought, yeah, I've double taken one hit, that's bonus. But my landing it was all dismantled, so that was a kind of good job I didn't. That would have been a nightmare. So yeah, that's about all the activities happening at the minute. This rain is supposed to ease off. It did come in late, so it might be here a bit later than normal. So we'll just have to see what happens. I shan't touch the rods until 10:30 time. Might push 11, but I'll just refresh the baits up or the right one, so that's fresh out from this morning, but I'll put the left one, will be the one I change or freshen up. I've got a yellow one, snowman style. I might actually just put on possibly a white one, same thing, but just put a white on it and see what happens. Sort of go from that really. That's really all I can do. So on that note, I will leave it there and speak to you later. Right, my session is now come to an end. I'm only decided to do 24 hours. I was going to do 48, but kind of guess I got a bit used to the old avid, full avid, and space and luxury I have inside that. The hideout was a bit more cramped. Yeah, stop worrying. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's been put away. I should go home, put in the garage or in the back garden and dry it out. Just got 2 rods in there left to go, and I'm pretty much all ready to go now. Typical, the sun has now come out, so I fish in the rain and the wet, and now I'm packing up in the sun. Invite it. Right, so I will call it there, unless anything happens between now and then. I'll probably see you later on, or a bit, or I will see you in my next adventure. I think it will be at, probably go for a day down the club water, see if I can get a few out of there, and then we'll go from that. So as it stands at the minute, I have 1 fish out, so I haven't blanked. It's not very big, but I haven't blanked. My record in here is now maintained to a catch rate. Level 1. Right, that'll do. Could have stayed a bit longer if I had the other bivvy, but never mind, that's how it goes. Right, on that note, if you've got this far, which I don't think it's very long, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure. I'll get my stuff put away.